A's Extra.
All right, Cooper, I'm down on the diamond with Anglers manager Tom Holliday. Coach, 4 innings for you tonight. The early innings, what did you make of the pitching staff tonight, despite a lot of the base hits from the Kettleers?
I thought Fetterman was really good. In fact, his first 3 innings I thought were like electric. And, the game changed on him. He hung one pitch, and the guy banged it pretty good off of him, and then he kind of came back and hid the ball, kind of hit his fastball a little bit. Then he sailed one up, and they string a couple hits, and then they score 3 runs. So what? You know what I mean? We're at home, and they jump on us 3, and then it kind of turned into a zoo, for about 2 innings. They're jumping on the home plate umpire and complaining about balls and strikes, and we sit over there, we ask him about one pitch, he gets all huffy-puffy about it, and then whenever he did decide that he's gonna do the head turn, Cookie asked him where a pitch was, so he looks over and he wants to make a big deal out of it. So again, the game kind of shifted at that moment, like down 3, that's not a big deal to us, that, and the bottom line is, hey, after the 4th, from where I was, I couldn't see anything, nothing real good. I know that the strike zone continued to float, and, Fish was okay. And, our next 2 guys, it's kind of good to get Boyd and get Hamilton on the mound. And, we got beat. So it is what it is.
Now, I got to ask, so early in the game in the first inning, Cotuit manager Mike Roberts was arguing balls and strikes. Do you know if he was issued a warning?
I know that in 45 years of being in organized baseball that the rule book says when you question balls and strikes, you're ejected. That's all there is to it. And Mike got away with it. Got away with it for a long time. And I think even let his dugout take some cheap shots at the home plate umpire. So, it's like we ask about a pitch, and because he's been already chewed out by the other dugout and by the head coach in between innings, and it looked like they had a little mutual coming together in between innings for about 5 minutes. And then he turns around on us because we questioned one pitch. So, those kind of things are like... it's not even worth talking about. So
the only reason I ask is because I was wondering if you were also issued a warning. What is that procedure like in the Cape League?
No, I didn't get a warning at all. He was going to give Cookie a warning, and when he started to write, I told him what Dennis's name was. It's Dennis Cook, and you can get me one too. And that's when he got all huffy puffy, and. Believe me, I got my worth on him, and I wasn't even going to give him the right of throwing me out and coming out and banking a show. And then he mumbles something about trying to make a show. There was no show. The simple fact is he took a chewing from the other coach. You're not supposed to do that about balls and strikes. You're not even supposed to take it. You're supposed to throw people out. So we sit there and we watch a game, and once a game starts with us, we try to evaluate the game for what it is and make our kids better. So he throws us out. So if he got a kick out of that, big deal. It's like, okay, so you did your authority thing, and umpire throws you out, so you're thrown out. Hey, there's another game tomorrow, and whatever comes of it, comes of it. Except throwing Cookie out when he did, for what Cookie said, he should be reprimanded himself. Because he asked Cookie to go and get him 4 balls. And Cookie said, I'm not a ball boy. And he threw him out. Now, you can go ahead and get that one because that's a quote. And there was no foul language whatsoever. So whoever he thinks he is, that he can tell a coach, and at that point, that's the manager in the situation, to go get him 4 balls. Cookie's not the ball boy. And whatever power, authority, or whatever you want to call that, he doesn't have that right. So whatever he did, he throws Cookie out. So, he kind of took the maybe the sting out of it. And then it was just, killing innings and get it over with.
Well, Coach, thank you for helping us make sense of all of this. You said there's another game tomorrow, and there is, and your team clinched a playoff spot. So thanks for your time, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we got another one tomorrow.
Yes,
so,
sir.
It is.
Well, Cooper's going to talk about this one, and then he's going to talk about the game tomorrow as the Anglers Extra postgame show rolls on.